Eastbourne, just like the rest of the world, is in desperate need for something that the huge majority of people fail to consider from one day to the next. We live in such a busy time, don't we? We rush from one thing to the next, and we often make ourselves feel better about the troubles of the world by burying our concerns under temporary highlights such as holidays or buying new things, relationships, and entertainment. And if we're honest, we know that all of these things are temporary, and they fail to give us the peace that our souls long for. That's because we're actually without the thing that we really need. And that is the biggest question that we can ever ask. What is our greatest need? Is it another new Prime Minister? Or for the economy to bounce back to better days? No. Our greatest need is to be reconciled with God, the creator of our universe and the creator of you and me. And how do you do that exactly? Well, the good news is that God has already made a way. The only way. The death and resurrection of Jesus 2,000 years ago achieved something remarkable. Because Jesus came and lived a perfect life for 33 years. He then willingly went on to suffer and to be killed on a cross, therefore taking the punishment that was due to sinners, even though he himself was completely innocent. And in doing this, Jesus has lovingly cancelled the guilt of our sin by paying that debt on our behalf. Well, forgiven of what, and why at such a cost, I hear you ask? Well, sin entered the world very early on through the first humans created. This is when they disobeyed God back in the Garden of Eden. And ever since that day, we humans have lived in rebellion to God. The Bible teaches us that we have all fallen short of the glory of God, and that leaves us with a very serious relationship problem with a holy God that has promised to punish sin. So if Jesus has already paid for sin, am I now reconciled to God? Well, if you have any trust in yourself by being a good person or by being religious, then the answer that the Bible would give is no. It's crucial that we understand that we all need to be individually saved by putting our faith in Jesus and what he did upon that cross. It's the most important thing ever. And now you can see why we said that this is the biggest question that you can ask. And now, after hearing this, you might have lots more questions. And we would love to speak to you and help answer any questions that you do have, either on a one-to-one basis or by inviting you to one of our upcoming events. Life is short. Will you come to Christ for the forgiveness of your sin?